Sup fellas, welcome back to more Toho 17.5, and this time, we're in for more of a casual run this time, because all we have to do is beat the game as Reimu, and I mean, like, she has 1-star difficulty, so easy. Now, since we've already seen most of the bosses in this game, I don't really need to commentate over them anymore, so we can go back to the age-old tradition on this channel, which is story time. That's right, instead of talking about the game, we're just gonna talk about whatever shit comes to mind. And it's been a while since the last storytime episode. It's like, we've been gaming way too much. So it's good, we're gonna take a break, we're gonna slow it down, like usual. And one of the main things I wanted to talk about was that, actually we're gonna do a little experiment, and you guys are gonna join in with me. I'm gonna have you guys picture a red star in your mind. Like, the kind of 5-point star that Marissa's shooting right now. Imagine a red one just like that. Okay? Y'all have that in your mind? Good. So, like, close your eyes and picture it, though. Alright, close your eyes, and you're gonna tell me, what do you see? Now, do you see a red star? Or, are you like, well, Chad, of course I don't see a red star. I just see, like, black, the usual. Like, I don't see anything, right? That's how it's always been. Well, same here. And turns out there's actually a word for that. Because I didn't know that people actually visualize this stuff. Like, you can clearly see a red star. Apparently, some people can do that. And you may be thinking, well, duh, everyone can do that, right? Wasn't that obvious? No, man, I can't. Whenever I close my eyes, I only see the color black. That's it. That's not just having a hard time visualizing things. That's actually having something called aphantasia. And apparently that's a thing. Like, what? So that's why I've always been so curious as to why, everyone always says, oh wow, I like how this book really paints a picture in your mind. And I totally get it. Like, I'm reading Lord of the Rings, and the way they describe the Shire, oh, it's just so beautiful. And I'm just sitting here like, yeah? I don't follow in any way at all, bro. It doesn't make any sense. Of course it doesn't. I literally have a mental condition that makes it not make sense. So in that red star experiment before, some people, they actually just see a red star. And that is insanity to me. So now you know if you have aphantasia or not. And like, turns out we all just perceive things differently. So now I'm a little bit jealous. Like, being able to picture stuff in your mind, that seems kind of cool. Wish I could do that, but nope. I'm just cursed to suck. So now y'all know, I'm a certified member of Aphantasia Gang. So let me know if you're in the Aphantasia Gang or not, because we're the real ones out here. You know what it'd be. And that kind of mind stuff, it goes even past Aphantasia. Like, apparently, there's also something called an inner monologue, which I do have. So let's say you're walking down the street, right? And there's a bunch of traffic right next to you. Do you think in your mind, oh man, that traffic is so annoying. Yeah, wish it'd stop. Do you have sentences in your language form inside of your head? And for me, that's a yes. That stuff happens all the time. Where there's basically another me in there and I can just think. Or do you just think in like abstract words or concepts, really? Like the concept of sound existing right there. And apparently, which is another weird revelation, yeah, apparently some people don't have inner monologues. Which I thought was strange. Because now it's on the other side of the coin. You guys don't have something that I thought everyone else had. So I guess it's the trade-off, right? I get the inner monologue, so I can think in full sentences. But when it comes to visuals, I have a hard time with that. I have to just display the concepts inside the black void in my mind. But for some of you guys, it might be the opposite. I'm not really going anywhere with this. I just found it, like, super interesting that this shit just existed. And I didn't know it for my entire life. Every time these people said, oh, this book always paints such a good picture in your mind. And I never understood it. Now I know. I just couldn't. I think that's why I ended up liking visual novels so much. It's because they do the picture painting for me. They make the background. I don't even gotta try. He's like, thank you. I can't. I haven't really discussed the gameplay at all, but I do appreciate how easy Reimu is. Like, if I just mash the X button, I can do a whole combo. Just auto combo it. My super attack just homes in on them. I don't even have to aim it. It's very nice. I appreciate that. Now, next thing I want to talk about is that, this kind of came to mind. It was a random experience I had with my dad. And it kind of concerns the nature of nostalgia, I think. I'm going to get into that. Also, holy shit, it's Kanako. What the hell are you doing here? Sorry, nothing will stop my story time. I'm going to move on. So my dad, what he did is that he grew up, with a whole lot of movies, right? And he recommended one to me. It's like, oh, this comedy is so funny. You're going to love it, Chad. It's called Caddyshack. And oh, it's a blast. We gotta see Caddyshack. It's a classic. And so he's hyping this shit up to the moon and back. So I'm like, okay, it's Caddyshack time. Hell yeah. Can't wait for Caddyshack. Gonna watch with my dad. It's gonna be real right. But then, when we go to watch Caddyshack, something occurs to me. That this movie sucks ass. And see, the thing is that my dad also agreed. He agreed, wait a second, this movie sucks ass. And it was a really bummer too, because I still make fun of him for it. But for him, this must suck, because he really remembered loving Caddyshack. Like, this was a classic, this was really funny stuff. But it was just real stupid, you know, horny teenagers, the movie, basically. And you know, that got me wondering, wait a second, my dad really remembered loving Caddyshack, but in reality it was no good. What if this actually happened to some of the things that I liked growing up? And that got me kind of worried. Because I believe in my dad that he's a decently smart dude. You know, I take his word for it most of the times. So now I'm real worried. As I was growing up, did I have zero taste in anything? Oh god, did everything I loved growing up just suck ass and I don't even know it? Am I gonna one day, like, am I ever gonna show someone something and then we're just gonna have to cringe at the thought of ever experiencing that pain again? I hope not. But it's not looking too hot, so we might have to focus up here. Okay, we gotta do a lot of damage. Just press the X button. There's a full combo. Okay, thank you. We're done. Because I grew up with some pretty good shows, right? Like, Teen Titans, for example. That was one of my favorites. You know, that kind of era of Nickelodeon Cartoon Network. Like, some Adventure Time, some Amazing World of Gumball. But, like, I'm pretty sure these shows are good. Like, I've seen, like, video essays online of saying these things are great. I just hope they age well. They probably will. I'm probably getting worried for nothing. I'm gonna move on. It's the lesser bird. Screw you. Ah. The good news is that I can actually move this time, so I shouldn't be getting hit like a moron. And you know, one other thing I wanted to talk about was that, you know, it concerns the channel again. And you know, it's because, in storytime, you know, sometimes I'm the one dropping the morals on y'all. But this time I had to learn a lesson. And it's with one of my most recent video, actually. Because in that video, I tried to do, you know, something a little sneaky. A little out there where... See, with my first ever Toho 17.5 video, it did very well. And it's still doing quite well. It's like, got like 160 views, and that got me really hyped. Because, you know, big number, wow. I haven't had those numbers, like, ever. That's awesome. And it is awesome. It's good to celebrate that stuff. But I think I got too caught up in wanting to, like, chase that success again. Because I was trying to figure out ways to get that same amount of views on video again. And so, like, in my most recent video, I tried to milk it by putting the Toho 17.5 in the title, when really it shouldn't have been there. It didn't really fit in the nature of things. But I tried to force it in there anyway. Oh god, I hope I don't die here. Shit. Okay, good. Although, something I learned is that, that actually didn't help the video do, any better at all. It just did the same amount as good as the usual videos. Which is nice because the Toho 17.5 videos have been doing great. Mostly thanks to you guys. So I realized that, you know, I probably shouldn't be chasing views as much as that. Like, what I should be doing is focusing on making better content. Because in the end, that's going to gradually grow my audience, and then I'm going to be happier with the work as a result. You know, chasing numbers like that, it's not a good thing. It's not healthy. But it's like, it's so addicting, you know? When you have a YouTube channel and all of a sudden something blows up, it's like, oh, I want to do that again. But that probably isn't the answer for me going through life. I think that part of it is because I'm kind of worried about the future, right? Where, as I'm growing up with the job market, like, looking into it, that shit's kind of scary. Like, with how hard it is for people to get into an entry-level job. Like, they need 2+ years of experience before they can do that. Because I plan on going into engineering, right? So I'm worried, one, like, I'm realizing that as I'm growing up, real life is gonna, like, start to exist. And you know, I don't want to do that. Like, I think about how awesome it would be if I could just play video games for a living. How I've been doing this shit my whole life. I know how they work. Like, come on, that'd be fun. Although that's the problem, right? To be a successful gaming creator, I heard this advice from a Twitch streamer, I think. You either have to be really good, like one of the top people at the thing that you're doing, or you have to be incredibly entertaining. And you know, I'd say I'm pretty good at video games, right? But the thing is, I'd say I'm like at a good level at playing at a wide variety of things, instead of just supremely good at one certain thing. So that might not completely cut the first option. So you know, I gotta be entertaining, and I feel like I'm decent at it. You know, not every video I made has been a hit, in my eyes, but you know, that's learning, right? Eventually, I hope to get to a point where the quality, it's always getting better. And I want to do that so bad because, like, that's basically a cheat code through life, right? I don't have to go get a job for that shit. because I've always had this problem where I have no idea what I want to do in life. I'm clueless. I'm just doing engineering because apparently it makes money and I'm decent at math. It's not like I care about it at all, which probably isn't the healthiest mindset to have when it comes to job stuff. So that might be why part of me was like so pressured to do really good on the YouTube thing. Come on, we gotta get those numbers because, you know, we gotta make it here, man. We gotta make this happen, and then we can be happy. But that might not be the way to go, right? Perhaps this should just stay as like a side hobby thing. And I shouldn't prioritize the views over everything else. I need to do video quality. That's just the solution. I can't cut corners. I can't be like doing clickbait titles by putting the name of the game in there, where I could have done a way better title. You know, that one's on me. And some of you might be thinking, you know, Jed, it isn't that big a deal at all. Like, it is actually a good idea to try to get the most views that you can out of your videos. And you know, part of that's true, but I shouldn't overdo it, right? So I've learned my lesson, that I'm gonna cool it down. I shouldn't be looking at my numbers too much. Shouldn't be like refreshing my YouTube studio to check, oh, I got one more view, wow. Although it does feel good. You know, just make videos for the fun of it. Let it pan out. Might have to accept the reality of, you know, college, it's gonna happen. Just keep doing YouTube in the meantime throughout your life, and maybe it will turn into something. Also, nice one, CC. Easy clip. The future is a scary thing, man, and it's slowly crawling up. I mean, that's the reason why I started this YouTube channel in the first place. Which is, I mean, part of the reason. The other part is that I just like entertaining people. You know, that's fun. But, you know, my just dream in life is to just be satisfied monetary-wise. So I don't have to worry about anything. I can just make people laugh at my leisure. I can entertain them. We can always have a good time. And, you know, that's the dream for everyone, isn't it? And I hope that one day maybe I can do that. But if I'm gonna do that, that's gonna require hard work. That's gonna require quality videos. And I'm gonna need to get down to business. Well, it was nice getting all that off my chest. Haven't done one of these just talking episodes in so long, but it was good. Good feeling. Hope to do more of them. And new character. Who do we got? What? Bro, we can just play as Kanako? Damn. That's awesome. Well, we're gonna be doing that next time. So, I guess that's it for today. See you guys.